Hi, I'm Jamie Milner and I'm here to show you what's inside a battery. Here I have a 12 volt lead acid battery, the sort of battery that normally be used in a motorcycle. I've cut the top off before we've started the video to make things a little simpler. So what we have is the positive and negative terminals. Now these are usually pressed through the top of the battery. I'll lift this up, as you can see. I've cut them off where they access the battery, and most batteries these days have either holes where you can add water to the cells, or they're a maintenance free type, which means they're covered over, and if you need access to them you actually need to cut new holes. Anyway, I'll show you that in a later video, but getting back to the structure of the battery. Inside we have 6 cells. Each cell contributes 2 volts to the normal lead acid battery. So the main terminal comes in, and you'll notice that there is some joins that goes from the bottom to the top, comes through, goes through a set of plates, goes down to the bottom, crosses over, through the plates and up to the top again. This happens all the way through the battery, right to the end. So it's one complete circuit from one end to the other. Now, I'll pull out one of the plates on the inside. Okay, there's the plates. There's nothing else in the bottom of the cell. Just an empty reservoir where usually what happens is the lead sulfate and bits of broken lead accumulate at the bottom. Often a battery can be worn out by that debris at the bottom of the battery making contact with the bottom of the plates, which causes a short circuit. Alternatively, the plates can actually break, which means that you end up with a break in the circuit, and therefore the battery doesn't work. What we have here now is the terminal coming in and a terminal going out. So if you, I don't know whether you can see that, but the ones that this plate is connected to actually connect to every second plate. The other terminal connects to every alternate plate. This version is what's called a glass matte lead acid battery. I'll show you why. Here's the front plate. This is usually a structure of lead filled with lead oxide paste. And other versions of this would be actually lead plate rather than just a structure filled with the lead paste. The idea with the lead paste and the fine structure is first of all to reduce weight, secondly is to increase surface area, which means that you can actually deliver higher current levels if are needed, like starting a car. The disadvantage is that they don't last as well, and they also don't tend to be able to do a deep discharge. They tend to discharge to about 10.5 volts, and if you continue discharging below that level, they are not retrievable as a battery. Anyway, getting back to the plate, I'm going to split it off, as you can see, peeling it away, and what we've got is what's a paper like blotting paper, and then you have a glass mat. The idea with this is to separate the cells, but still allow electrolyte to move between them. There's a second cell on the inside. As you can see, it alternates between one cell from one plate and one cell from the other. You can tell on this one because this has been a test battery that I've tried some other chemicals on, so you can quite clearly see the difference in colour. There's the positive side, and here's the negative side. You can see it's quite a rich orange colour attached to this. That's because I was using copper sulfate in the battery, which I proved does not work, but the copper is quite evident. It's depositing native copper on this particular plate. So you can see positive plate, negative plate, and that forms a sandwich all the way through. So there you go, there's the internals of your battery. And if you're looking for opportunities to resurrect batteries, these plates need to be still intact, not broken. They still need to be intact. There can be a little bit of sulfation, which is often a white material which accumulates on the inside of the battery, but not excessive amounts. Anyway, I'll move on to the next video, and I'll talk about alternative battery chemistries to the standard lead acid. Thank you.